What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play the Neverhood. In the last episode, we finally got all of the buttons, went in all the areas in the first area, and made it to the next area, and then completely blew open a hole in the side of the mountain and stopped the water, and I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Okay, this episode, we have another little puzzle. So, what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to make each and every single one of these match. And we need to do it just right. So let's see. I believe it's this one. That was wrong. Okay, watch where they land so you can do it again. There we go. That's the right one. Alright. That one would be next. And this one. This one. Doing good. And there you go. If you mess up once, you have to start all over. Now this right here, press that. And that actually controls the bridge outside, believe it or not. We could not do anything with that unless we drained the water, so make sure you do that with the cannon first. Otherwise, that puzzle is going to be completely pointless to you. I mean, it'll try to go down, but it's just going to pop right back up because it's going to have to stay a bridge as long as there's no water. But of course, if you ever need to get back to the other area, just turn that back into a bridge. So now, like a swan, Klaymen, like a swan. Such grace, such finesse. Oh, man. Alright, so here we are down in the pit, and it's very gross in here. Like, look at this. This, ugh. It looks terrible. Every aspect of this. Let's listen to the footsteps. That's disgusting. Okay, see these signs? Danger. Don't jump in the drain. You will die. It's like, yeah, it's like the one part in the game where the game's actually being serious. Don't jump in the drain. You will die. I'm not kidding you. You'll get a game over. Don't do it. At least not yet. Alright. So now we're back in one of these things. And this is going to be the part where we use one of these as, at the most extensively. Because there's a few things we're going to need to check out while we're here. So this part, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're going to need these, though, for the coming areas. In fact, we can't go any further unless we explore this whole area. So, let's go on up. And we're looking for two things in particular. There are also a couple Easter eggs along here, along this path, but there's one thing of note that we're going to really need first and foremost, and that's this. What is this song? Like, I know it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or whatever, but it's like, that's as obnoxious as you could possibly make that song. Anyway, you're going to take note of that song, actually. I mean, I don't really think there's a way you could write that down. I guess you could write that one down, but you just say, yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sung by a bee. I don't know. That's what it sounded like. And, yeah, just make sure you take note of that, because that is going to be very important for the very next area we're going to be heading into after this whole segment. So now head to the right side, because everything else you're going to need is going to be over here. Alright. Man, what a peaceful day for a drive, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree with me in our green spiked car that like has like bubbles on the back of it? It's got a bubble butt. You know, like that song, bubble bubble butt bubble. Okay, screw that song. All right, let's go over here. And this is actually the second most important thing. Right down this way. This vials. Okay, pay attention to the levels of each and every single one of these. I'm actually going to write this down just in case. I actually usually have a pretty good memory of this. Okay, I thought my pen died for a second. I usually have a pretty good memory of this, but just in case, I am going to be writing each one down. So what we got? We got blue is that, green is that, and red is that. Okay. So yeah, make sure you take note of that as well. So now, actually I don't think I want to go any further this way. Yeah, I don't want to go that way anymore. I do want to head back though. Those are actually the only two things we needed to go after. Okay, Klaymen, you need to go this way, buddy. What the? Klaymen! Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you don't... Okay. Those are the only two things you need here, so we could actually start progressing now if we wanted to, but there's 2 Easter eggs I would like to show off before we go any further. And they're both, I believe, over this way. So, let's head this direction. And I think the first one we're going to want to head up. There you go. Here you go. I know this thing is really difficult to drive for some reason, but whatever, you're getting the hang of it, buddy. Typically, you just want to click to the edge of wherever he's supposed to go in that screen, so... But sometimes it just doesn't cooperate. Let's take a look. The Cannon Monument. This cannon was put here by Clog! Who the heck is Clog? I see what looks like used to be Hoborg, which we actually had heard earlier in the game. How do you spell Hoborg? But it's all scratched out. Alright. So back we go. And there's one last Easter egg I need to show off. And this one actually is going to show us... Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily important, but it takes us to a very interesting area. We have to go all the way along this thing again. Yep. Just keep puttering along. Almost there. Now up. Over. And then backtracking from this is the worst thing, though, which is why I was almost hesitant to do this, but we're going to do it anyway, just so I can show it off. Because I would like to show off everything in this game. Why not? I mean, there's not a whole lot to this game. Most of these point-and-click games were never very long, and I mean, this one's no exception. I could probably, if I wanted to, beat this game in like an hour or two, but I'm showing everything. So, oh, excuse me. Up you go. We're almost there, and holy crap, it's above the ground now. We're still going. We're still going. Holy crap! Still? We're about to go to the highest point ever, aren't we? Okay, how does this even stay on this track? Like, I don't understand that. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. Whatever. Let's take a look inside. Dad. Whose room is this? Huh. Well, this is actually kind of an important thing to take note of. So just remember this, and it actually has a lot to do with the backstory of this game, more so the stuff that was written on the wall in the chamber. But yeah, this is something just to take note of, and this actually does belong to a character we have already met once in the game, and also heard from a couple other times, but we won't actually get to meet him until later. Alright, back we go. In fact, I'm just going to meet you back there, because I know this is going to take forever. And made it. Thank goodness. Let's get... No. Out. Out you go. There you go, buddy. Okay, now... Okay, I didn't like the sound of that when I turned around. It's like trying to be all unsettling and stuff. I think it only does that when you get really close to the drain. Okay, you got 2 things of note here. You got this building right up ahead that we're walking towards. That's what we can go in. There was also that hole over there. Well, we can't go in that, so that's, I guess, not of note, but it's just something to point out. Alright. In here, so remember how I was pulling all those rings back in the very first area of the game? Well, that 5th ring that we pulled, the very one to the very right, we actually needed a pull to turn on the radio. Otherwise, wait, hold on. Or did it not turn it on? Thought it did. I only pulled it once, didn't I? Apparently I gotta go back and pull it again. You know, it's just a very, very good thing that clay doesn't bruise. So, my theory is that once I went up and found the radio, there was that chiming sound that played again. It's the sound of the radio turning on. I think after that is when you're supposed to pull the ring. So now... it should be on, and indeed it is. So, now we need to play with the radio, and I would love to play with this thing all day, because some of the songs that play are absolutely hilarious, but there's only one in particular I really want to show you guys. Not that one.
Sound effects record number 33. Man facing backwards taking a shower.
Okay, this isn't the one I meant to find, but there's another one. I can find it.
Sound effects.
Here we go.
Number 32. Man reading. Man relaxing. Woman in outer space. Man watching television with volume at 0. Man watching silent movie. Freeway sound from 20 miles away. Lunch at the recording studio. Man getting a bright idea.
Okay, you get the joke. Let's keep going. Alright, where is the one that we're looking for? Okay, that's terrifying. No. What the? It's just banging on a pan and gargling when mom's not home. I mean, that's like an alternate version of that. Okay, that's terrifying.
Spring has sprung.
No. Here we go. This is the song we were looking for. And that should open up the door. Now that also changes with every single save file. So make sure that you actually go and find it. And we're into the next room. Oh my gosh. So if you couldn't already tell, the soundtrack for this game is something else. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's not just good. It's not, I can't even say it's good. It's like, it's on another plane of existence. It's really quite strange. So, okay, first things first. Let's actually go back out before we do this. So right here we actually have our light switch. So we need to figure out what we're supposed to do in here. So this machine is our next clue. Right here it says Bobby. B-O-B-B-Y, Bobby. That, well actually you need the light off to do this. So let's turn it back off. Now that's actually a code, okay? For blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. So step into the machine. And we're going to need to check what the colors are set at. Green, purple, purple, orange, purple. So we need it to be blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. And we'll eventually find them. So we're going to keep... So there's blue, blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. Okay, so orange. Keep adjusting them until you find the right one. Blue, orange. Okay, so we got two right now. We just need to change the last two. Right? Blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. So we just have the last one to change. I think we need to actually do that twice, but wasn't entirely sure. Yeah. Press this one again. There we go. Oh, jeez. We're tiny now. And we walk a lot faster. Thank goodness. It's funny that we only move faster. Well, I guess we don't move. We move just as fast, relatively, I suppose, to when we were big. But now that we're smaller, it appears a lot faster. So here, right here, there's actually another vial combination with orange, yellow, and purple. And that is actually done right in this little laboratory down here. Yes, this is a laboratory. That's if you need to get big right here. But we don't need to. We're instead going to go right here and do this. So we have these vials, remember from earlier? We need to fill these things up. So let's go, it was, let me see my, okay. Just checking my paper, my notes. Flush it down, let's take a drink. Oh, jeez. This is gonna end bad, isn't it? Ah! Oh, no way. Everything's flushing out. Alright, I guess we're good then. That was the strangest case of puberty I've ever seen. Let's pick this thing up. And we actually have a few statues lining along the wall here. We're going to want to take a look at all of them. So we got all these strange statues. These are actually the statues of the many quote-unquote gods that are read about in the preamble in the early story of this entire game. That was Hoborg right there. This was the guy that was up on the wall where it was framed and it said Dad in that one bedroom. But we want to look over at, not that one, but I believe this one. No? This one? No? Where is it? It's up the far right, is it? No, that's just a... What is that? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Where is it? There's one in particular we need. Oh no, it's right to the right of that one. This one. There he is. Now press this button. And that's going to create a ladder, which is going to allow us to continue on. Alright. So on to the next area, and thank goodness for it. And once we get to the top, there should be another one of the discs here. Yes, there is. Alright, another screen. You pull this ring, you're going to get taken back all the way to the room where we were shrunk. So don't pull that, or you're going to have to repeat the entire process all over again, which sucks. But, I mean, we are going to have to do it at some point. So, let's head on through this door. And this right here is actually a teleporter. Let's take a look. Let's take a gander. Okay. So we have all these buttons on this pad, but only one flashing. This is the only one that's going to activate if we do anything with it. So click it and press this red button. So where are we now? Mars, perhaps? I don't know. We'll find out later. In fact, we're going to have to find out in the next episode, because this episode has run past its limits. Ladies and gentlemen, the next episode, we're going to get quite the cutscene, so look forward to that. Thank you all so very, very, very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.